above 7 up in here, from where I originally called it, anywhere above 7 is a short. So maybe right in here is a 7 to 9 area short on a volunteer basis. And let's see if and how hard they hit this thing. So where's 10 points? 7 minus 10 be 97. 97 would be the goal. And again, there you could got a much higher price there, but now the goal is 97 here. Let's see if they take a little hit under 900, get them down to that 97 area. I'm going to switch channels, see if they're going to show this. See if they got the empty platform ready to go. Now, I just happened to see this morning, and I was sure glad I did. Excuse me. I was sure glad I did because, you know, you never know. There's the fill on the 97s there. So 4 volunteer trades in a row. We'll do more after this conference. Just getting a feel for the current market here. So 07 short, taking longs and shorts. Yesterday was all up, 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 up. You know, I try to fade that and possibly. Okay, hold on here. We're going to go for it. Hold on. Trying to get them around 37. Again, if you're new to the room, you're just watching. Do not trade. Just watch for a couple days. Just relax. Get used to my explanation. You got to understand the market. You don't understand the market. No other room explains all this stuff to you. Does any other room tell you we're at war with we're having a communist invasion? Everybody knows that, but everybody's like, what? Huh? Really? Oh, I didn't see that on the news. It's like, oh, for God's sakes, you know? So the Federal Reserve and the Treasury has been merged. Most room operators don't even know that. No, I don't think so. Duh. They don't even know that. And you want them to give you trades for their glorious system. They don't even know anything about the markets. So I'm just saying, be aware of what's going on here. Let's try to get them lower here. Now, I'm not saying 37 is going to be the answer to all our prayers, but I think it's going to be something we need to watch for. Somewhere under 45 breaking down and possibly running them down to that 37 area where I want to buy them. Now, they might come in here, take off any time, but I'm going to try to be patient, let them break down a little bit more. We're in a trend down move here. And again, I've got puts on for the market to move lower. So it may go to 37 and spring back a little bit. It might be, or earlier, but it may be very difficult too, even at that lower level. Let's see if we can break 45 down, smash them down to 37 is what I'm watching for. Here we go. Stay ready. And again, only for experienced members who wish to take a voluntary trade. These are not regular recommended trades. They're all volunteer trades. Means if you know what you're doing, you got the experience, you got the capital in your account, you're ready to take on the risk, then I'm putting everything I got into these trades to get us the right deal. Trying to break them under 40. Stay ready to go long anytime here. Go ahead and go long right there at the market. 40, 42. We're long at 42. They still may have a little lower to go, but we got long. I got 42.50, and you heard me saying under 40, and they went right down and broke down to 39. I was looking for 37, but so 42.50 is what I got. We'll stick with that number. Called out live, 42.50. I'm watching for a rebound, possibly up to 62. But I'll let you know, 10 points would be 52. And they may go a little lower and try to hammer this down towards 37 or lower. So we're going to have to stick with it. May be a little bit challenging. But let's see if they can bounce them back here. I'm watching for a rebound possibly for 20 points up to 62. So stay with me here. Let's see if we get the thrust higher that I'm looking for. And we'll see if we can rock and roll them up towards 60 or higher. Let's see if we can get them above 50. Let's see if we get a thrust over 50 that kind of puts some oxygen above 50. If they do that, that oxygen will start filling up the balloon, I believe, up to 60 to 65. But it's going to be a little bit tricky. You know, they're going to probably go down and test 35 to 37 here. You can add the positions if you want, but keep in mind, we have puts on. I'm looking for the market to get hit with selling for the next couple days, but right now it's very oversold. So I'm looking for kind of a whipsaw rebound, possibly up as high as 60 from our 42.50 entry. Right now what we need to do is we need to see everything starting to form, it looks like to me. But what we need is like a little power boost, kind of an oxygen shot up over 50. And then ideally, if that happens, that oxygen up there above 50, get the head above 50, get our head above 50, get some oxygen, and that'll start filling up the balloon to lift it up towards 60. Just a guess for now, an estimation. I don't know. They may hit this thing. They may start really pounding this thing out here. So we're going to have to be ready to exit. If that's the case, I would say down to probably 29 at least on a stop, mental stop. Hopefully they won't blast them. Hopefully right now, pretty soon, we'll get a pop over 45 and they'll start filling the balloon with some oxygen here. Let's see if we get a 45 pop. That'll help our case for that they've turned the oxygen on at least. That's a good little metaphor, isn't it? It'll turn the oxygen on and start filling up the balloon. All right, let's see if we can get them going over 45 and see if they can start, turning on the oxygen, and 45 lifts it up over 50, and then above 50, that's when they should start pumping the balloon up, hopefully. Here's 45 coming in. We're long at 42.50. And let's see if we can get that oxygen a pumping here and lift them up over 50 to start. Now, because it's a semi-swing trade, 42 plus 10 is 52. Take some of your position off at 52 if we get up there. Still trying to get them. You can see, I mean, it's bearish. And like I said, I'm looking for our puts to hold us through a bigger scale pullback, but they keep hanging the Dow up there at 300. Notice that? They just won't. The NAS is selling off, but they're not. The Dow, they're hanging the Dow up. And now they're hitting the NAS again here. Hang in there. It's a tricky deal here, tricky trade. See what I mean? There's that conflict in the sense of I'm looking for the market overall sell off. The NAS is starting that process, but the Dow has not started to follow. But for right now, I'm just trying to see if they're going to come in here which I'm expecting, and they're going to lift this thing up possibly, well, 52 is 10 points. We haven't gotten any response to that yet. I still think it's coming, but it's a tricky market here. Let's see if we can get 42 going again. There's 42. Get 45 stabilized. Got to get them stabilized above 45. and then pop them above 49 to 50. That should start filling up the balloon to lift them up towards, I'm estimating, 60 to 62 is where we want to take profits on our 42.50s here. So let's see if we can get them going here. I think it's in the cards. I don't see how the forces couldn't carry them up there, but there is some bearish action here. I'm just looking for a spring back of some sort here above 50. Now remember, take partial off at 52. That's 10 points. There's 10 points there. Okay, now watch, filling up the balloon for a possible liftoff over 55 and then a whammo jammo type deal up towards 62. Let's see if we can get them going. Let's see if we can launch another balloon lift here. They're filling it up with oxygen right now. It's kind of a cute metaphor. I like that. And then 50, filling the balloon up with air. Ideally, we're going to see them. We already took 10 points on that deal. We're going to see that balloon start floating up now and floating up over 55. And then if we can get that balloon floating over 55, then ideally it'll just keep filling up with oxygen and lift it up to 60 to 62. So you have the parameters, they're pretty clear. But let's just see if we can get this thing going here. Just filling it up now with oxygen. You can see the valves are turned on, but let's see if they may run out of oxygen here. It's a overall the market, I'm expecting the market to collapse over the next few days, right? You knew that, right? Okay, 55, let's see if they can take 55 and, untie the ropes that are holding it down at the dock, like those big, what do they call those balloons, those big giant balloons they have, and then they untie the ropes and up it floats to 60. Well, what's happening is they untied the ropes and the balloon started fizzling out. So again, it's because of the underlying bias reading mainly. And today NAS can't catch a bid. It's just selling off. See, so weird how they manipulated it yesterday in such a powerful way on the upside. And today they knew this was going to happen. So today you can't even catch a damn bid on the thing, hardly. And we're trying, aren't we? Still trying. We can't even get 50 to stabilize. We got them up to 52. We definitely got them up. We got them up to 55. They went 55 quarter, but they wouldn't lift. So you got 10 points partial on that. I still think they're going to try to lift them up to 62, but we're in a trend down mood. So I'm going to try to hold a little longer and see if we get some stronger spring back here. Logic would say that anything above 55, we can let the rest of these go. It'll still be a great trade, but I think they're going to go to 60. So let's give it a shot. Let's give it a chance here. But just high alert on 55 if we go back up there. But I think they're going to take them back up there. And then pop it up to 62. Oh boy. Oh my God. What a mess. See, that's the underlying coming in here. Look at that. The underlying is really starting to kick in for a more bearish market here. I'm a little bit surprised at this. At least we understand it. You can imagine all those traders yesterday go, wow, it was so bullish yesterday. What happened? It's like, it's horrendous. Still trying to see if we can get one more kind of surprise liftoff up there. I don't know. I mean, again, it's you know what I've explained to you already. It's the same explanation. We are in a trend down, and they still got today they're goosing the Dow and the S&Ps and everything up. That's what they're doing today, and they're just letting NAS go. They're sitting on their hands, and the natural flow of sellers coming into NAS is taken over. I still think NAS is going to get a surprise herky jerk move up towards 55 again. We took 10 points, 42.50 plus 10 on partial, and waiting to see if they can try to make their way back up to 50 again, and just possibly making kind of a herky jerk kind of desperate sort of attempt to rebound here is what I'm kind of watching for, calling for, if you will. Kind of a, like a desperate sort of, oh, let's get him back up there, and then it will fail. We'll be going short if they get him up there. Most likely, if they get him up to 62, we're probably going to be going short somewhere up there. But let's see if we can hold, get these 42s to work again, get them, same old routine, get them back over 45, and watch for a possible dramatic, desperate sort of spike up to 55 again, and then possibly just a crazy kind of move up to 60. Otherwise, we may have to get out of this thing if they're not going to respond on the upside here pretty soon. I think we're going to get that kind of crazy move on the upside, though. So hang on. Let's see if we can get going here. So far, it strikes me that they are going to eventually work their way up there. I'll call it out. At least they're trading today. See if they trade, I can make us money. If they don't trade, what are you going to do? It's just stuck. I know it's bearish, and it's new bearishness too. See, it's not like a couple days old. This is new bearishness, so I am nervous that they're going to hit them harder. But just everything I'm seeing here tells me that we could get a surprise kind of whipsaw move up to 60, but it's not looking that good. But let's see what happens here. Obviously, a very treacherous market to be trading, and indeed forecasting, but let's see what we can do here. I still get the feeling they're going to try to move them up. Maybe wrong. We got a little bit of a cushion with our 10-point partial on there, so that's good. But we need them to just generally hold like 26, 27. Here we go. Let's see if we can lift this thing up. Big spike candle type of thing, That's what I'm watching for. 42, getting above 45, and then launching 45 up to 55 to attempt to take out this area up here with, in that key line there, you can see what is actually, I wasn't looking at the chart at that time. That was a key level I had marked earlier. And then if they get them above, again, 42, running 52, popping out 55, and possibly making a wild blast up to 62, 60 to 62. We'll be getting out along the way up there if we can get them going. So stay ready here. They're trying to change the bias to an up market right now. Who knows? Maybe they'll go absolutely nuts on the upside, but let's just work with our parameters. Who cares about the rest? I think 62 could be in the cards here. Let's get 45 going. Fill up the balloon again. They sprung a leak on the last one, but that's okay. Maybe they got it fixed. Get it above 50 and start you know, shooting that oxygen in the balloon here, get it to lift above 50, and then turn the valves on full, blast it up to 55, and let's see if we can ramp it up to 62. What a crazy market. Oh my God, look at this. See, the bears are attacking this because we're in a fresh new trend down in the mini NAS, so everybody's hyper. It's like, you know, a lot of stuff going on here. So let's see if mini NAS they're working their way into uptrend on the chart pattern. So I'm going to still try and hold out and see if they can get that going. It's not easy though. You can see what a very fragile situation this is. Oh, I'm not saying the downside, you know, in line with our put position and all that, the downside, something's going to shift and start driving this market. And look, the Dow's up only 280 now, so it's starting to lose ground. Let's see if NAS is going to come in and try to lead the way up to try to re-ramp them up. But stay ready to jump out of NAS. You can move your stop to actually 27, and we'll just get out there. But I don't want to get stopped out. If we can just get, I think we're going to get one crazy pop attempt up here. And if not, let's see if the third time would be the next up attempt should be the charm. If it's not, we might get out. If they can't on this next attempt to ramp them up to 45 or higher, if they can't really get going, I'm going to probably get out. I'm just telling you, based on price action. Another attempt at 45, and if it doesn't really light up, we're going to probably get out because we're too susceptible here for a possibility of that air balloon catching fire or something. not getting anywhere. Okay, hold on here. Watching for a crazy ramp up to 62, possibly above 45. But if 45 fails again here, I don't know. Something's wrong. We got to get 45 and kick it up to 50. Super high alert on 55 if they go crazy and jam 45 to 55. Super high alert. But I am watching still for if they can get them above 50 for a jam up to 62. This is where the rubber meets the road right here. They should be able to kick them higher. So stay ready to possibly get out anytime, either on an upside move or a failure of 50 that flops back lower. You might just get out. Still think we got a chance at jamming them up to 60. Here we go. Balloon's filling up. We got them at 50 again. Let's get them going again. Try to lift them up. Stay ready to jump out anytime if they go up towards 55 and fail, or otherwise I think they're going to attempt to spike them through 55. We're going to go on high alert if we spike them through 55. We got 10 partial. I'm just looking for one big ramp up here towards 60. They seem to be having a problem with 50, but it's still a little early yet. Let's see if we can get them going. Still trying to run them up. Ooh. Not looking good, gang. It's a terrible mess, to be honest with you. Our idea was right. They're trying to do what I want it to do, but it's new bearishness. See, that's the problem. It's not like a 3-day-old bearish lower move. This is brand new, so it's responding in a weak sort of way. I'm still thinking they're going to try to jam 60, but you can see the weakness. Let's look to do this. Let's see if we can jam them over 50, And if they jam up to 55 again, let's be really ready to get out. I'm giving you ideas of how to manage a trade too, but I think we got one more jam. Oh, this thing is just really kind of sloppy. I'm hoping that they can take one more jam and ram this thing up over 50 and try to stretch up to 55 at least, and we'll try to get them out up there. We got 10 on the partial. Let's hold out. We may get a surprise ramp up to 60. Here we go. The spike boys are coming back in here. Stay ready to jump out here. Stay ready, trying to get 60 to 62 up there. One more spike higher if we can get it. Okay, go ahead and exit up at the market right here. Exit. 59, 58, 59, 58 quarters what I got, and we'll leave it at that. I still think they're going to go 62, maybe even blow them out higher. Look at that, though. We needed that, and that's what got them up to that 56, and then I got them out at 58. The high was 59.50. You can see my exit right here. 42.50 long, 58 quarter. I still think they're going to 62. Maybe even they'll blow it out. You never know, but we did it. Wasn't easy, but we did it. So I'll use 58. 58 minus 42 for 50 plus 1550. That's on the total position. They had a profit, or still, you know what I'm saying. Just trying to avoid that. So we got 10, 20, 30, 45, 75, 45, 75 plus 1550 plus 61 quarter so far. I'm just doing this because we had the loss yesterday. Normally we go in, we get our 10 points, and we're done for the day. Sometimes that happens in the first 10 minutes of the room, sometimes within the first 2 hours. That's the norm. But because we had a rougher day yesterday, I'm just trading here, making the points in a difficult market. But what I see there you go. See, there's that 49 I was talking about. They go 58 and then clunk. And now we're sitting here and we're going, oh, we got 5 points from our 42.50s, right? I knew this could have happened any second. That's why I got 55 or 58. Didn't do bad. I was forecasting 62. They went 63 quarter and then kerplunk. Okay, let's see. A little bit of limbo here, but I still think they're going to try and push up a little bit. I kind of wish, looking back now, I wish I would have had my attention more on reversing and shorting up there at 62. Because, obviously a fast, easy slide there, but it's kind of a mixed bag here is whether they are going to, if they can hold 47, they may try another ramp up again towards 55, 60. I would short 55 though, just so you know. I think I would take a chance up there, although we're in kind of a limbo state here. All right, stay ready. We're We're gonna attempt a short 55 if we get it. Nope, down they go. It's a brand new sell mode on the NAS, so in hindsight, I suppose I could have bought puts on the QQQs. I like trading NASDAQ on the futures. I like the fast results. I was looking at S&P today because I got so mad yesterday at NASDAQ. I went, no, you sit there and wait, and you get 2 points. And yeah, on 4 contracts, that's a good deal. It's just a whole different arrangement. The protocol and everything we have with NAS makes fast moves. And I'm just real familiar with it. Yesterday just was nuts. It was weird. It was just the weirdest damn thing I'd ever seen. So that's just the way it is, and that's behind us now. And today we got 61 points back. I'm kind of doing yesterday what the market wouldn't allow me to do. I'm doing today what the market wouldn't allow me to do yesterday, which is trade and get back our drawdown. The stupid idiots just had this. I'm usually not mad at the triggers, but man, it was just so fake. I mean, it was a negative advance decline line. For God's sakes, at least today, they can kind of justify having the Dow up. But they're just, these are more and more becoming 2 completely separate markets. Quite astonishing. Oh, hello. We're supposed to be short, aren't we? Okay, hold on. Let's go short right here. Try to 55 is what I said. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I said 55, and we got 55. So we're short at 55. Now, again, I was doing other things, but that was the number. That didn't change. 55 short. You could say 52 to 55, but I clearly said I didn't want any less than 55 to get short. And they got them up there again, which because we're in a limbo zone here, I kind of expected. So now let's see if they can knock them down to 46. 55 short, watching for a move down to 46 to cover the short. Well, we're in a limbo zone, so they may keep trying to push the highs, or we may have to get out with a stop or something. Let's see if we can 55 down to 46. I'm expecting to see if we can get another breakdown from here in the limbo zone, just a 10-pointer down to 46, like a 9-point trade. 55 moving down to 46. And we may have to get out because games are being played again in the limbo zone here. We're in a limbo zone. I think we're getting another move down under 50. I hope so, because we're short. Another move down 46. But they might shove 60 down our throat. I wouldn't put it past them. Let's see if we get the right result we want here. We're looking for the market to tumble down under 50 and give us 46. Here we go, hopefully. I think so. I think we're going to get them. Stay ready. Trying to break 50 down. Watch for 46. We're in a limbo zone, so it's going to be extra choppy. Up and down. They can't decide. They're in a limbo zone. Let's see if we get 50 to break down and give us 46. There still should be sell side action going here. So let's see if we can just hammer 49 lower a little bit and then look to get out under 47 now. 47 or lower. 47 or lower. Boom, there it is. 47. Out. Why did I raise the price? Well, first of all, if you're new to the room, whenever I say like 46, I want to get out, you should automatically add a point to that. And if we're like selling and they hit 47, hit your exit button, and ideally they'll punch through that in a liquidation move and give you 46, and maybe if it's a real hard spike, they might give you a better price. You just never know, because what I'm trying to do is liquidate into the position. Say you put a limit at 46. Now I know I see a 46 limit's getting filled here, but if you put a limit there, they may go 46 quarter and then spike back up. That's NASDAQ trading. Our puts are trading, I think, around 520. Oh, excuse me. So we're down about $1 on those. And coming into the close, if we start seeing the Dow fade and all that, then maybe we'll get things cooking a little bit on the sell side. All right, trade number 7. We've only done 7 trades, so we got 69 and a quarter on the exact signals that I called out. All winning trades. Plus 1075, plus 10, plus 15, plus 10, plus 1550, plus 8. Now, the takeaway here, for those of you brand new to the room, yesterday I've told you 100 times, there's never, ever, ever been a day like yesterday, ever, that I've seen. No one's seen. I missed it. I just wasn't paying that much attention. As you can see, I was going over that chart and everything. I wanted you to see, but let's see if we can get another short on. We're okay. I think we can get him to pop back up. I think we can short him again. Let's go short right up here. Go short at the market. 56.50, 57, quarter 57. 57.75, 58. That was the ticks right around the. So average price about 57. So we're short at 57. And let's smoke them down here. Let's see if we can take them down. 57 short, trade number 7. Volunteer trade, all volunteer trades today, which just means our regular members can choose, take them. Usually we're only going to make 1 trade a day, usually 1 or 2 trades in the morning, and then we hit our target goal, and that's it. 57, trying to smoke them down. Let's see. I think they're going a little bit lower. Let's try to get, well, 47's 10 points. There's nothing. That's a good deal. I think they're going to go to 45, possibly 43, but take something off at 47. That's 10 points. Take partial profits at 47. It's still a whipsaw market, and we're still in limbo here. Oh boy. Hold on a second here. We're still in limbo. You can see the whipsaw. Oh crap. That was a nice little scalp, wasn't it? I think they're going down to 44. I think there's a number at 48 that's a problem. So let's scalp this out at 48. Breaking under 49 to 48, let's take the profit. I think they're going lower, but guess what? We're in limbo zone. Let's get them out 49. The goal is to get them out at 49. 49 to 48 zone. So let's see if we can break 50, smoke them down to 49, and get out if they tap 49. That's the idea. If they tap 49, we want to get them out. There it is, 49. Boom. So 57 out at 49. Hey, I'll take 8 points all day long. It's a good deal.